I'm Amanda Perry. I own Fancie in Sheffield, which is a cake shop, and we do afternoon teas and various savoury items in Sheffield. I'd always wanted to start my own business, and I've got a background in food. I was a pastry chef for a long time. I started working in various hotels and restaurants around the country. Moved to Sheffield, worked in sales for a while for a large telecoms company, and got disillusioned with the kind of corporate environment. I decided to start making cakes for a captive market that was in the office, and they went down a storm. So it kind of developed into a business opportunity, really. Since starting on my own, the success has been largely down to the support of the customers, the fantastic team that I've been able to build around me, and yeah, the support of the people in Sheffield and the business community that I've been able to network with, and trade off kind of cakes for advice and that kind of thing has been, yeah, the success has come from the relationships that I've managed to build. Social media has been a vital tool in us marketing the business. We started off at a time when people were just beginning to understand the power of social media, and it went from kind of something to chat to your friends on, like a transition from almost messenger service to people really understanding the power of opening up the conversation rather than just throwing information at your customers as you would do with traditional advertising and marketing. So by us being able to be really open, ask our customers questions on social media, it starts this big conversation that then continues into the shops and into, when you see people out and about. So it's been vital. Having a good customer base is absolutely integral to a successful business. Obviously, without customers, you don't have a business, but having good customers is even more important. There's this theory out there about sacking your worst customers and the ones that, we're a cash business, so our cash flow works very differently, but for people who operate on credit accounts, those customers who don't pay on time and that kind of thing can really land a business in trouble. One thing that's absolutely vital for any successful business is to understand your customer base, so you're not chasing the wrong customers or marketing to, a certain segment when actually your customers are students or, over 50s, for example. So it's really important to understand your customers and really target them. Cash flow is absolutely vital to any business, and unfortunately is the reason a lot of really good businesses go to the wall. We've been very very close at times. Our cash flow follows a pattern that I'm sure a lot of small young businesses will recognise, where you have some in the account and then it empties, and then you have some in the account and it empties. So I think they talk about cash flow, running out of cash being like a cancer within the business that very, very slowly, attacks the business and brings it to a stop. And I can see how that happens. We've got very tight controls over our cash flow, and update a cash flow on a daily basis. I think a lot of the problem is that people fill out a cash flow and a business plan and all the business planning documents to satisfy a lender or to satisfy their mentor, a business group, and then don't actually use it as an organic document. They just do it and think, brilliant, file it away, and that's done. Whereas we've been very, very careful to keep ours updated, and it's a live document. Professional advice is absolutely vital. You can't. One thing that I've learned is you can't be good at everything. There's no point pretending you're good at everything. I'm definitely not good at everything, and the money side of things really isn't my bag. I'm very creative. I'm great with ideas, but the money side of things isn't really my thing. So we've got quite an interesting history, I guess, with professional advice where we had some very, very bad advice, and but we didn't realise, so we were trading on the advice that we'd been given, and then moved accountants on advice of our business mentor, and actually found out just what bad advice we were trading, what bad information we were trading with, which has taken us a couple of years to work our way out of, actually. But getting the right advice from the beginning is absolutely vital, yeah. No, no, definitely not. I didn't even ever think I would be classed as a business person. As far as I was concerned, I was a pastry chef making some cakes and hopefully going to sell them. I remember going to a meeting in the beginning and having, a name badge, Amanda Perry, a Sheffield entrepreneur, and I was very, very proud of that. But I think the word entrepreneur is bandied about quite a lot these days, and I think people understand different things from it. My understanding of an entrepreneur is, the traditional kind of the passion that you've got inside you. It's more a feeling than a type of person. There's courses on entrepreneurship, and I don't really understand that. I don't really kind of get how you can learn to be an entrepreneur, because all I know is that if it hadn't have been for that burning feeling inside of me, I certainly wouldn't be sat here now. I'd be, in a office job, earning a good salary with a guaranteed income every month and a company car, and and I'd be sleeping at night. I think there definitely is a future for fancy. That's the first thing, and I think it's interesting when you take a business from startup, when you can kind of weather the fad period and then become almost a part of the furniture brand. So I think there definitely is is a future for fancy. The people of Sheffield are still as passionate about it as they ever were. Whether we take it to different cities, when we kind of really stabilise the model and roll it out to various other cities. But for the time being, I'm just looking to consolidate the business within Sheffield. You can go onto our website, which is fancy.co.uk, or search Fancy on Facebook, Twitter, or Google.